Hello everyone, my name is Pukar Dhital. I'm an English instructor and today we're going through Grade 7 English. We'll be covering the chapter Narrating Events. So let's begin the chapter. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to talk, all right? You can just for classwork, you can have 10 to 15 minutes of your time and you can just talk to one another. And of course, you'll be talking to one another in English language, okay? So I'm just going to give you certain questions here, and on the basis of that question, you can just talk to your friend, try to know each other's perception, all right? Each other's view on the subject matter, and you can just have that 10 to 15 minutes time talking to one another. And of course, your teacher, I'm sure, will be guiding you in the process, okay? Now, to begin with, recall an event that you attended in the last 2 months. All right. So first of all, I want you to recall an event that you attended where you had gone. All right. Remember any particular incident in the past 2 months which had happened to you. All right. Any particular incident in the past 2 months. What is in the past 2 months' time? What is it that is unforgettable to you? You can just think of that. In the past 2 months, what is it that you enjoyed a lot? You can just think of that and talk about that to your friends, right? You can work in pair here, right? Every one of you can have a friend to talk with and share your experience, right? You should speak to your friend and also in a while let your friend speak, right? So that way you can carry on the conversation. Okay, and I'm also going to give you a second question. All right, this is the second question. Share to friends what you and your friend did last week. Share information about the places you visited, games you played, people you met, etc. etc. See? So share to your friends. Now in the classroom again, share to your friends what you and a friend did last week. So can you remember any particular incident? Something that was really wonderful to you, which you had done last week. All right? And I just want you to share that information, all right? Share that to your friends. Now share information about the places you visit. Now just tell to your friend or share information in your classroom, all right, about the places you visited, where you had gone, what kind of food you ate, and what kind of games you played, or people you must have met, all right, last week. And you are again sharing this information to your friend. You just talk, all right? So maybe you can take around 20 minutes time to talk on these two subjects, all right? You're just talking to your friends here. And of course, don't forget what you're talking about. Let's move further. Now, have you ever considered what is your aim in life? Meaning, what do you want to become in future? All right. Now, think about what you want to become in future with the help of the following questions. Now, see, have you ever decided what you want to be when you grow up? What is your aim in life? Maybe you want to become a doctor, maybe you want to become a pilot or an engineer. See, now think about our aim, in fact, and think about what you want to become in future with the help of the following questions. I'm going to give you certain guidelines here, and on the basis of these questions, all right, you jot down points now. Right, you just answer these questions and relate it to your future and relate it to your aim. What do you want to do in the future? What are you doing now to reach? What are you doing now to reach there? Number C, from whom did you get the inspiration to choose this career? Number D, what do you like about this profession? Now, what do you like about this profession? How do you think you will help the nation by becoming what you want to in life? Now, you know what? I want you to write down a paragraph on this. Don't answer questions individually. Rather, write a paragraph on this. And then you can share your reading to your friend. Now, what is your aim in life? Think about what you want to become in the future. You all have your own aim, I know. All right. So what is your aim in the future? And of course, as you go on writing it, what do you want to do in the future? What is it that you plan for your own future? One day you are bound to grow up. What are you doing now to reach there? So if your future is to become a scientist, what are you doing right now? See, now is the key. What are you doing right now that one day you'll be a great scientist? Are you good in mathematics? Are you giving enough time to your mathematics? Or are you good in science? Are you giving enough time to your science? See, if you want to become a scientist, of course, your mathematics and your science, these two subjects, you must be exceptionally good in these two subjects. So what are you doing now to reach there? From whom did you get the inspiration to choose this career? Now, let's say I'm giving you an example of scientists. So maybe, you are inspired by Albert Einstein. Oh, I want to become a scientist like Albert Einstein. Or maybe you are inspired by Michio Kaku. Oh, I'm inspired by Michio Kaku. I want to read hard. I want to have this thorough understanding in mathematics and science. I would be thinking out of the box, and I will work hard to become a scientist in the future. From whom did you get the inspiration to choose this career? Who is your role model? Right? This also means who is your role model? Okay? So what do you like about this profession? So why is it that you have chosen to be a scientist? Why? What do you like about being a scientist? Maybe you get to invent some new things. What is wonderful about choosing your particular profession? Now, how do you think you will help the nation by becoming what you want to in life? So if you one day become a scientist, how do you think your nation will get benefited by your profession? How do you think you becoming a scientist will, your nation will also get benefited if you ever become a scientist? How do you think your profession will help the nation? So you can, write a paragraph on this, right? And then you read your writing to your friend, okay? Include these points, okay? Now, let's move further. Now, let's read this out, okay? Read the paragraph below about how Susan spent his Saturday. As today was a Saturday and I did not have to go to school, I woke up at 7 a.m. Then I went for a haircut. After my haircut, I took a shower and had my food. I had a lot of food today. Then I finished up all my homework. After finishing some of the important works, I went out to play with my friends. We played football. I was the goalkeeper during the game. I enjoyed it a lot. After that, I got back home and had lunch. My father and I went to his friend's house after lunch. We stayed there till the evening. We finally came home, had dinner, and went to bed at around 9 a.m. Now write a similar paragraph about how you spent your last Saturday. So this is one of Susan's daily journals. All right, this is his journal. Write a similar paragraph. Now this is your homework, okay? About how you spent your last Saturday. Okay, so what you can do here, all right? You're just referring to what you had done last Saturday. All right, look at all these past tense used here because you are defining a past happening, something that happened in the past. See, I took a shower. I had a lot of food today. Then I finished eating here. See, all right, and I went out to play. All these events are described in past tense. Okay, so I just wanted to describe what you did last Saturday, and you know what? To make it interesting, maybe you can give it a title. First of all, you write down the date, perhaps. Let's say, for example, the day is March 1, 2018, Saturday. After you're done here, you can give a wonderful title here to your paragraph, all right? So maybe you want to give a title, A Fun Day. It's an example, by the way, okay? Fun Day. And after you provide a title, and then you can start writing your description, okay, like what you did last Saturday, all right? This also you can do it as a homework, okay? So let's move further, shall we? Now, look at this project work. You might have had many interesting, all right? You might have had many interesting, strange, and bad events in your past. Some of them may be very interesting to other people as well. Select an incident of your life and write a story about it. So the story is about you, all right? See? Of course, we all have, all right, every given day, it can get interesting, it can get strange, or it can even get weird, or something bad might happen, right? So even if we reflect back in our past, we might come across many interesting, strange, and bad events. Some of them may be very interesting to other people as well. Now, sometimes these incidents, they are worth sharing, all right? So select one particular such incident of your life which you think is interesting, or it could be, a series of bad event as well, or it could be very strange as well, right? And you just want to share about that incident to your friends. So what you do is you first give a title. Let's say, for example, I'm going to select a title. Let's say an unlucky day, or rather, let's write something positive. Okay, it's just an example, a lucky day. And finally, you will be then saying why that day is particularly a lucky day. All right, you just write a wonderful story about it. Okay, and of course, it could be your story. You can think of many titles. Don't think that your title is a lucky day. That's just an example I gave you. Maybe you want to have a title, a miraculous day, or a series of bad luck. See, or a title could be something interesting like hip hip hooray. See, this will all help you to write a story about your life. Okay, so this you can certainly do as a homework. Thank you very much. And if you have any queries, feel free to email us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.